My name is Jeff Broadbent. First of all, again, I want to welcome you, and I hope that Utah State University turns out to be everything that you've dreamed it will be for you, and as Mark has indicated, if you put the effort into it, I sincerely believe that it will. I am one of 3 associate deans that you're going to meet from the graduate school and from the Office for Research and Graduate Studies. I'm also a professor and microbiology researcher in the Department of Nutrition, Dietetics, and Food Sciences. And I don't teach anymore, so you're lucky there. One of the great things about attending Utah State University is the lifestyle. I've lived in Logan. I'm not a Logan native, but I've lived in the valley here for longer than I care to admit. And one of the great attractions about being in this place is the lifestyle that you get to enjoy as part of the Cache Valley and part of the Intermountain region of living in this area. And so I want to touch on a couple of things today that I think you will enjoy about it. And one of the first things is to point you to our Facebook and our Twitter pages. There are just too many things in the lifestyle category for us to cover in the short time that I have with you today. And so I want to point you to this. I've already noticed several of you have your phones out. This will not serve you well in class, I'm going to tell you that now. But here it's okay, and while you're doing it, we might as well like us on Facebook. In fact, we've actually set up a competition or a little bit of a challenge for you. If you go on, if you're an accomplished Twitter user, go to our tweet site up here and answer the question, what was your first impression of Logan? And at the end of the orientation today, we will randomly select one of your answers and provide you with a prize for your answer there. So take advantage, it's fun, see what you can do. One of the things we're going to be doing throughout the year, though, and why you want to join and like our Facebook page and follow our tweets, is that we're going to be providing you with tips about the lifestyle and things to do in the area while you're here, to just help you get up to speed about the opportunities that are available to you here in the Cache Valley. And I also want to point you toward the graduate student website, and the URL for that is on the Live More card that you've been handed out. There's a new student section on the graduate school website, and one of the things there is a new student quiz. If you take that quiz, and it doesn't take you very long to complete it, it's going to ask you a few questions about yourself, and then use that information to provide you some feedback and content that we think will be of greatest interest to you personally. And so take a few minutes, take a look at that site, and I think you'll find it quite valuable. And finally, there are a couple of lifestyle items on your Live More card that you've been handed out that talk about athletics and outdoor recreation, and I'll talk more about outdoor rec in a moment, and many, many more things on the grad school website. So pay attention to that. And kind of as an example, if you're new to the area, one of the things on the new student site is places to go dining. I believe that's the right slide. Yes, it is. Okay, if you've driven through the valley, I'm sure you've noticed there are a number of the local chain restaurants that are here, but there are many, many more kind of unique places, and those can be more interesting, frankly, to go to, and so I would encourage you to take a look. You're going to find an incredible cross-section of restaurants. You can find American food, of course, but as well as very good Mexican food, Italian, Indian, Brazilian, and a variety of others. So take a few minutes, explore the site, and it can help give you some direction there. Outdoor activities are one of the prominent themes of living here. In fact, Logan is recognized as a destination point for outdoor opportunities. And across the Intermountain region, you're close to Yellowstone Park, you're close to the southern state parks. It's a wonderful place to live and to enjoy the outdoors, and I hope you take advantage of it. How many skiers do we have in the room? Great. Have any of you skied at the Beaver Mountain Ski Resort before? No? It's right up the canyon, about 40 minutes drive, and you can actually go there now to the Beaver office, which is just off campus, and buy a season pass before September 15th and save $70. Next spring, if you buy your pass early, you can buy it at $325, and the regular price is $570. So it's a huge savings, so watch for that. It's a real advantage to living in the area here. What about fishing? Anybody here like fishing? We heard. Okay, I want you to put your names on a sheet so that we can let your instructors know you'll probably be missing some classes. Logan River is actually recognized as a blue ribbon fishery, and the areas around first, second, and third dams are stocked with rainbow trout. If you're interested in the summertime, you can also find German brown trout in that area, and further upstream there are cutthroat trout for those of you who like to go out and enjoy that. It's important to know that there are different rules for different sections of the river, so please pay attention to that and make sure you don't get yourself sideways with the local Fish and Wildlife folks That can be awkward. Not that I'm speaking from experience. How many of you hike? Anybody here like to hike? Oh, good. I'm really pleased to see that. So one of the things that you can buy downtown at the book table is this little book, which is an incredible resource if you enjoy walking in the country around here. It's called Cache Trails, and it gives you very detailed information about how long the hikes are, where exactly to park along the roads to leave for to get onto the hike, what kind of grade you can expect. And so I have 3 copies that I'm going to give away today. Again, if you'd like a copy of that, it's at the book table. It's $12. It really is a terrific resource, and I would encourage you to go and get a copy. It's something I enjoy carrying in my car. In fact, I have one quick insider tip. One of my favorite hikes is in July. It's called White Pine Lake. It's a pretty good hike, about 6 miles, but the wildflowers are in bloom. If you're an amateur photographer, it can be a spectacular place to get some photographs. Another trail that's actually not nearly as hard, but it's still a nice hike is the Wind Caves. You can see a photograph of me and my daughter a couple of weekends ago on that trail. It's a great view from up the canyon, and so I'd point you that way. If you haven't done any kind of an outdoor activity before, don't let living in Logan bypass that opportunity. Broaden your horizons. We know, some outdoor activities have pretty expensive gear. It can cost a lot to have the things that you need. But Utah State University has an incredible outdoor recreation program that will rent you the things that you need to go hiking, to go boating, to go camping, okay? And it's very, very reasonable. So check out the ORP site. You can go down there. It's just off campus over by the football stadium. You have a $20 per semester credit already built into your Aggie card. Use it to take a camping trip, to rent a canoe or a kayak or a raft. Hook up with more experienced students and learn how to rock climb. Don't try and do that without hooking up with somebody more experienced. You'll hear about safety in a moment, okay? Or go snowshoeing. They rent snowshoes as well. That's really a wonderful thing to try while you're here. Beyond just equipment, the ORP has some incredible activities that they organize. Already on their schedule for this fall, they have rafting trips on the Snake River in Idaho, down in Moab. They have a women's-only backpack trip that they're organizing, and they're also doing a training series for wilderness first responders. So think of the video YouTube you could make of the wilderness first responder, with mock blood all over somebody. It could be great fun. So again, take advantage of that. And one other thing, who here can tell me what a yurt is? So the outdoor rec program has a yurt up Logan Canyon that you can rent as students, and you have first priority on renting this. It's in a place called Blind Hollow, and starting October 12th, you can make a reservation as a student to get the Logan yurt, and you and your friends can go up there and relax away from your classes for a few hours or a couple of days. So again, if you want to learn more about the ORP, the website is on your Live More passport that we've given you. And with that, I believe I now turn my time over to my colleague, Richard Inouye.